Howdy, folks. Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG Benchmark 2 server, and so can you. It is open to the public. You just go to the description down below, where I have a link to the FTOG Discord channel, and very noisy neighbors over there, where they talk about how to log in, read the rules, accept the rules, love the rules, and then you can jump onto the server and have fun. Now, you're going to appear near this area, and we built this to make it a little bit safer for you, except for phantoms from above. They'll still dive bomb you. Anyway, what you probably want to do once you get on here is turn on the map, take a look at this little area. There are wither roses here. Watch out. They will cause you grief. But if you scroll out, you can see where people have claimed, and so you can figure out which direction you want to run screaming. I went running screaming this direction. That's the way I went. So I'm going to return to home real quick. Bed. Oh, okay. So return to home takes me back to my bed. And this is... It's my building because I claimed it, but it's not my building because I didn't make this at all. This was actually something that spawned in the landscape. So if we come hopping out, as part of that running, screaming through the landscape, I came across this and said, a prefab building? Mine. So I claimed that. And that, there were a couple trees and whatnot and other fun stuff around here that I went ahead and grabbed. The other thing that probably is really worth grabbing really soon is making a big torch. And that's really cheap. It's a block of coal and 2 logs. But then you come in here and you fill it with torches, and the more torches you put in here, the more chunk radiuses that you protect. Got a little Botania stuff going on over here. Oh, this mod pack is all fabric instead of forge mods, so it's interesting. I've not played that with this before, but have gotten around to actually having walls for a base, and I like having walls. It keeps the spiders out, and I decided to go with the deep slate, and I'm really liking deep slate more and more playing with 117 on. I like it as a texture. It's a nice, good dark. Anyway, and then I went with the marble walls just to make a really cool wall here. I like the contrasting black and white. And what is the mod here? Artificiality gives me these crystals that actually glow, and so I use them as kind of a lighting structure around my base. Anyway, this little platform is going to go away because I'm moving everything up into my base. And I don't have a good idea yet as to how to get in. Possibly there's secret doors, and I may use that as a way to get in some of these walls. But, that's just the way it is. We do have elevators in the pack, and so I've been using those. It's a good tree growing area for me right now. Let's see, other stuff that I've done. Way up there, I have a farm, iron farm going. In fact, let me jump up there. I'm going to use this teleporters. And I'm up here. I unfortunately don't remember whose video I saw this process for doing mob farm or the iron farm, but I've got a little zombie here coming around, and as he hits each one of these pods, there a golem spawns up above, and he just comes running around. In this little setup here, it's the detector. This provides enough of a delay for him to sit here, scare these guys, and there's the golem up here. They fall down, get crunched, and then I'm using the old ender chest, but the fabric version there, and it works out very nicely. I also have a teleporter to get out of here, but I also have this here, the Ring of Ascent, which gives me no fall damage. I really like that. So let's give that a go. It's been a while since I've tried my fall damage here, and safe. So I do have this here. That is... Oh, I don't have an elevator over there. Excuse me, cat. I need to name all my cats to Frank. Anyway, tree growth area up here, just because I can. Ooh, harvest moon. It's going to mean some sounds. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. there's a little bit of a tone going on there. Anyway, let's come down here. This is one of the reasons why I like making a 3x3 area and having walls is now I've got this really good workspace down here that I can do stuff. And lots of golems because, since I was a long time ago, I've always called them golems because when I was 6, 7, my mom read the Hobbit to me, and Gollum from there became golems forevermore. Anyway, villager breeder right here from beds I stole elsewhere, and a little crop growing area. Do have some villagers that I've been training up. These 6 here will give me emeralds for iron, and if I look at my iron, I've got lots of iron, plus some blocks over here. But I'm also turning all the poppies that come out, I'm turning them into bone meal. And then eventually I'll start crunching those down into bone blocks just because I can. And oh yeah, this is leftover emerald bits and whatnot. So I've been using some of the mods in the pack to move these guys around. And one of the things I think is well worth picking up right away is making a backpack. Now this is the diamond level backpack, so that gives me lots of stuff here. But Gobber 2, I used this to pick up and move animals and villagers, and then eventually I got enough stuff to make a diamond lasso, which allows me to capture mobs. So that's what I've been doing for that, and it makes it real easy to pick up a villager, move them over here to a little slot, put down whatever I want by way of station, and then train them up and see what they got. What do you have? Oh, I've actually done some trades on this guy, and he gives me photosynthetic, which means my stuff will... Oh, it has no spells. It means that this one, photosynthetic, the top one in the list, it repairs itself in the light, which is very, very handy. I like that. I've got that on all of my diamond armor. Here, I'll put my diamond armor on. There, now I don't feel so naked. So, been busy with that. I need to figure out where these guys are going to go for a final villager hut. Don't know. I'll figure that out. This is the amount of tech I've got pretty much at this point. I can pulverize, I can furnicize, I can compressorize, and these are my 2 infusers. And one of the things, this Industrial Revolution, they have these heat sinks, or in this case, fans, because there's heat involved with this. And I'm not a big fan of that. If you run it too hot for too long, the fans or the heatsink will take some damage. And but they do automatically pull from this side here. I'm gonna stick some ancient debris in. It does pull them through, and then output to the left, right. I like that. I don't have to do any hoppers or anything like that. And on a server, you should really avoid hoppers because they can really tick a whole bunch. Are you done? You are done. Okay, so that gives me some netherite scrap, 2 for 1, and then I can come in here and cook that up, and that will give me scrap. And that way, I'm doubling the netherite that I'm picking up, or the ancient debris. I'm doubling that into my scrap. So I like that idea. Other stuff that's in the pack that we added were these extra portals here. This one takes me to the caving dimension. This one takes me to the mining dimension. Here's just a regular nether, and it's scary. Here's a ordinary nether portal, and there's another one. Oh, the hunting dimension, where the mobs are there. Not really interested in that yet. I will avoid that. I think I'm going to just sleep through the night, because that little tone in the background is... Don't know if you can hear it. It's gone. So nice. As far as power generation, I've gone with a thermoelectric generator. A little bit of iron pretty much is the expensive thing for making these. And then lava and ice. And I've got blue ice just because I could make it once I got Silk Touch. But lava and water is pretty good. And so, just have the lava on 2 sides, the cooling on the other side, and it makes power. And I went with the Industrial Revolution as far as the item and electric transferring. So that gives me the power over here. Made some flex containers also from Industrial Revolution to move the power up and to just kind of store power. Very little work done here as far as boosting these up, but that's what I've done. Anyway, what I do want to do is let me show you. Let's go to the mining dimension here, because we really don't on the server. We really don't want to be tearing up the world when you have a mining dimension like this, and you can just tear it up here. So that's what we want to do. I did steal all of my mining stuff because I wanted to do this in the Nether, but you can see, choo 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 choo. The way to do this, let's go back. Oh, some cats have made it through. All right, let's get back to the main area. And I need to get there because I did something. We fly over here. Oh, having the glider's been very, very handy. Waystones, they're all over the place, but as soon as you make them, it's really handy to set one up. We do have an end portal that will take you there, an Enderman farm, and let me go to my nether mine. And if you look at the stuff in the corner, I've gone almost 8,000 blocks north because I'm mining here in the mining dimension for the Nether, because I didn't want to mess it up for anybody else, because it's got the same 8-to-1 sort of relationship. Anyway, same sort of setup here with the thermoelectric generators, although I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 10 of them here. I did up the cables to the second tier so that they're transferring more power. As soon as you get 5 in a row, you can't add more. They won't transfer any more power, which is okay because this thing is definitely keeping up and going like gangbusters. So here's the setup I have. I've got a chest on top with, this is using the item pipes again from Industrial Revolution. I did Mark 3 because I think this is doing 2 stacks. It pulls out 2 stacks at a time. And it's like every second it is grabbing everything from there. So if there were lots in place, it would pick it up every second. So I've got one of the retrieval nodes here, or no, is that the I mean, it's whatever this servo is. It's the one that pulls it out of the chest. And over here at the tail end, let's climb up. I've got 2 of the trash cans here with retrieval nodes. Now that one, the extraction is set to go to the farthest possible, and this is set to go to the closest, the nearest first. And then I put in all the items that I don't care about anymore. And I did that for both of them, just so that it would work really well. Over here, I have a diamond barrel, so I've got lots of space in case something starts backing up. And down here, I have a dank. This is my dock that holds the dank, and it's emerald leveled, which is really nice. And this is where I've been putting all the various items with some filler. Copper. I have lots of copper. Anyway, so I've got all the netherrack and bloodstone, and I want lots of quartz, so I'm pulling those in. But as I get stuff and I go, do I need more flint? No, I don't think so. I put them in the list to suck those out. So all the items come into here. Anything like these gold nuggets, they get fed down into my gold nuggets selection. And so I really don't use any of these chests up here, but I have lots and lots of storage space just because I don't want to have any overflow. And gobber, this is something I've been doing a lot of this mining just specifically to get the gobber and the ancient debris. And that's a lot of ancient debris. And I'm glad to get it because I'm going to be using that. This has been working pretty well. Some stuff I've compressed some gold and some other things that have come up that not very much of. So these are some of the treasures I get. Oh, you get these when you break a spawner. And evidently there were 4 spawners in the area here that I've been chewing up. So that's a 5x5, that's a 5x5, and this is a 5x10. Because I'm going, nobody's using this area. I'm just going to chew it all up. So that's what I'm doing. I can do every so often, I'll come here if I'm babysitting this. And let's watch for it to come by so you can see the speed of it. It's pretty speedy. This is kind of max speed. As far as it's got all the power it needs. I did enchant this, and it has Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 4 and Fortune. And I think Fortune is better than Silk Touch, just because there's so many different variants of the ores. It would be really, really annoying to have them all in here. So I do that. But one of the things that's probably well worth grabbing is making a time in the bottle as early as you can. And you can see how much time I've AFK'd on here. 159 hours worth. Because I'll come in here, crouch, and 1, 2, 3. I'll hit it 3 times. And you can see it's picking up a little bit faster. Let's do another 2. Boom, boom. And then I need to hit these guys because they start running out of power. So now if I look at this, it's crunching along much faster. I typically only do this if there's nobody else on the server. And I will also sometimes come in here and go, let me grab as many of these netherrack bits and pull them out of here because it's going really fast. And I don't want this to overflow because that would be bad. Although it looks like there's a buffer inside. Okay, looks like it's taking care of it. So that's something I'll do occasionally. That's about all I've really used this time in a bottle for. I wouldn't go beyond 4, typically ever. And this is starting to go down. Yep. All right, so that's what I've been doing here because I want the resources. But I now that I've got a bunch of the resources, I need to build me an actual building. And for that, I need to design it. And for that, I'm going to go into a single player world and play with it in creative, which I recorded a bunch of days ago. And so I don't remember exactly how I started it out. We'll see. And now it's time to build something. And I decided to go with something modern. Now, my typical style is stone and wood. I like that. I could just sit down and start building stuff. It's just easy for me to do. Modern, on the other hand, that takes time. And there are some rules, at least my rules for modern. 1, it can't be symmetrical, at least in one dimension. 2, it can't use stone and wood because that's the other type of construction. It's got to use concrete and glass and metals and stuff that's more moderny. and so concretes are definitely the way to go. And I've got this layout here that I'm going to use for my building. And if we look at sizes, the red section there is 5x16. There's a black section that's 2x20. And then taking the other purple piece all as one piece, that's 18x14. And with a single strip in there, 1x16. So that's what I'm looking at as far as the overall structure, the footprint on it. And if we come down here, let's look at materials. These are the materials I'm going to go with. I'm going to sit there and take the white concrete and the light gray and the black stained glass. Those are the things I'm going to use. I really like the ancient oak trapdoor. And the ancient oak itself in this pack, I like that a lot. Instead of black, I'm going with deep slate tiles. Ever since 1.14 came out, I've really been enjoying the deep slate as a construction thing. So plus I need a whole bunch of portals, and I'm going to use some copper. These are all oxidized, but that's what we're going to do. So first, what we're going to do is actually take and lay out a structure here. First, I'm going to raise 4-foot high walls on both the red and the purple sections. And the corners, I want to use deep slate. And for the 2 black sections, I'm going to use the deep slate tiles, but they're going to be on the right, 11 tall, and on the left, it's going to be 9 tall. And now we need a white cement to cover both sides, and let's put an extra border around the edges. If I had been extra smart, I would have centered this a little bit better, like maybe like that, but I didn't. Anyway, looking at this, this is kind of the framework of what I say is modern. We've got very stark contrasting colors, you know, whites and grays and blacks. And we have things that are not symmetrical. We have, you know, different layers. That's kind of, for me, modern. Butterflies. I don't like butterflies. Anyway, so what I want to do is get into this section here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to punch through here. And this is going to be my portal room. Let's toss some lights in here just to make it look good. These look like that would make for a good window. Yeah, that works. It's nice, symmetrical there. And you know, when I said that, you know, modern isn't symmetrical, I lied. In some places it's symmetrical, in other places it's not. But I do want to have some portals in here. First, let's match up a door through here. There we go. So we can have matching doors. Yes, right through there. Perfect. All right. So I want to set up some portals, and the pack has 6 portals. We got the standard portal for the Nether, which is really nasty, and then there are 5 other portals that dimensions that we've added to the pack just so that we can have room to do stuff. Like, for example, the mining portal. We can go into the mining dimension and we can tear things up there. That's what it's for, rather than tearing up the overworld. Caving is this really dark area. It's kind of like the Nether in that it's got a roof, but it's tons of ores in there, very few mobs. The climbing portal, climbing dimension looks very similar to just an overworld. I don't get why it's there. Hunting dimension, that's night and lots of mobs, and then a Nether, that's kind of your generic Nether. So we can tear that up with our quarries as well. So I want to go ahead and I think I will set up a portal on the left and a portal on the right. And if I spin around, I'm going to set up some more portals over here, 2 on each side. And there we go. We've got all the portals in place. And when I first designed this, I actually did design it around these 6 portals. I wanted to have a nice room where I could use these. And this works. So let's look at doors here. I'm going to go with the tiles. I like that. Let's put some of these pressure plates on here that they're hard to spot because they're the exact same thing. And I'm going with the ancient oak doors. So let's go ahead and put those in place because that way you just walk up and they just open for you. You open it and they close behind you. It's a nice little setup. I like it. And then I'm going to go with these trap doors here to kind of make it look like the door is a very large door. If you've ever seen a large medieval sort of castle, they have these really tall doors. And it'd be great if they opened all the way, but they don't. Let's do the same here. Yeah. I would like some wood here, but it really doesn't work too well. Oh, hey, while we're talking about wood, let's come out here and I'm going to pop open this piece here. I like the idea of having bars. I like being able to see the portals and get some light through here, so I'm going to do that. Let's replace the floor. Yeah, I like this. The bars. So now that breaks up this wall on this side, and we should get some more kind of light coming through here. Yeah, as you can see, that's great. These ones, I want to do the same thing, but we'll first let's set some doors up here. I want to be actually white. There we go. Let's do a door here and a door there. There we go. And this way. There, that actually loaded up the first time. Nice. So that, again, you can just walk right through, just open it up. Is very nice. Well, Same thing here. No, top, top. There we go. And let's do it on the other side as well. Yes. Very nice. So same thing here. If we look at this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's getting really dark in here. So let's break some windows. Oh, hey, let's do doors here. It's even. That bugs me. I really, really prefer to have something that is not even, but you know, for double doors, I've got to have even. Okay, that's just the way it is. I will go ahead and put the same sort of places here. Why are you always going the wrong way? I don't know. Yep. See, now we've got a very nice door. I like that a lot. Okay, that works for me. And over here, let's kind of mirror the structure. When I said there's no symmetry, well, I did lie. I am going to mirror some things. It is going to be symmetrical, but not in all the directions. So, but that's okay. I do like echoes. You know, we got the center door here, the single strips on the side. It echoes. I'll go for that. You know, let's go ahead and break these. And we can not you there. Yes. We'll do the tiles back. So now we can, we don't see it here, but we can definitely see it on the other side. I think it's here. Yep. Yeah, this is just a minor little thing, but I like it. I think it adds some depth to the portals. Oops, one off. I forgot that this inner piece here is not as wide. It's slightly different from the others. So it goes in one on both sides. All right, so that certainly works. And let's make some holes to get through here for right now. Just so we can get into here. Now, over here, looking at this, it's really dark. Let's punch some windows. Oh, okay. Then I'm going to echo the other side. You know, again, do we have to be completely unsymmetrical? No. We've got the 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. That sort of patterning does work. And let's do this here. I'm actually going to make this an exit. So let's do the same thing like this that we did before. Let's cap that off there. Now, can I click? See, I don't know why it doesn't give me the door the way I always want, but those eternal struggles. Cool. Don't really need to throw these stained glasses. Oh, I did do that side, but you know, it's nice to do as well. All right. Okay, now I had been doing this ones, but that doesn't quite, because now we got this weird space. Okay, let's say we do twos. How big do we have the center? 1, 2, 3. Oh. That kind of matches where you got a skinny, a fat, a skinny. You got a skinny, a fat, a skinny. I'm going to go with that. I much prefer having a central column because I do prefer to have odds in when I build it, but this works out to be evens. That's just the way it's gonna be. All right, so walls here. I think let's open this room up a little bit more. I do believe I don't like that floor, but we'll go with this. There, that makes that look much nicer. I think I want something to curve that. So let's get some tile. Let's get some of these deep slate tile stairs. And if we put that right there, And right there. Oh yeah, see that just, it brings that up a little bit as kind of an arch. I like that a lot better. Lighting. I've got a lantern here. Let's move you out of the way because it's kind of dark and gloomy in here. Oh, see, that's much better, and you won't bonk your head as you come across. So I like that, and yeah, I would like something here to break this up a little bit. Let's go tile again. Let's grab a wall. And this is something that I've played with before. Let's see how it works here. Go one higher. Notice how, because there's nothing on the other end, these walls connect. If I were to do something like this, see how it's got that central post? I kind of really like it when it doesn't. What if I do something here like this? I kind of like this a little bit better. It narrows the wall. We have this central post here, and then the skinny part there. Okay, how do you look? No. Let's go with this. All right, same thing over here. Break. Yep. Okay, that works there. Because that narrows this, it makes it a little skinnier. Yeah. It's all okay. My design structure of same but different. This is all the same block, but because we're using different pieces here, walls and solid blocks and stairs, it's now different. There's depth in here. There's different, same but different. That's my kind of way of doing these things. This wall here, I'm not caring about doing that because I think I'm going to put storage here. I think. I'm not sure. Machines, storage, maybe machines over here. I'm not 100% sure. Let's do, oh, I didn't grab elevators. I'm going to grab white elevators. And let's come into here. I'm going to set up elevators here. Yeah, let's do that. And a pair of elevators, so I'm not having to hunt for where the elevator is. And in here, when did that disappear? Okay, I can put, oh, maybe I punched through. Anyway, what happened to my elevator? Come back, elevator. Here, I think, let's center it between these doors. So it's even with that and even with that. Yep. And again, I'm putting 4 in here because I'm too lazy to try to figure out what to do. Okay, so let's come back here, take a quick gander. The bottom floor is working very nicely. I like that. Let's work on the top floor. Now for the top floor, okay, we we can't just have this big honking wall here in the way. That's too much of a pain. But here's what I'm kind of thinking. I would like this to be kind of open air. So I think what I will do, and I saw this columns that's in the pack, and I said that's kind of cool. So what if we, maybe not right there, right here, 2, 3. Yeah, we could use this as a way of holding up the roof, but it's not super bulky. Oh, hey, and it lines up with these. I said these were tiles. I changed my mind. I made these as the those are the polished deep slate, just so it's same color, same block, but different. So that's what I'm going with there. And here's where I'm going to start using this oxidized copper, and I want bottom slabs for this. And yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to fill that spot, and then we're going to come out to match this. Yeah, here. Oxidized cut copper slabs. Nope. Let's try that again. Oxidized copper slabs, hit the tab. Now we can fill it in because that makes it so much easier to do. That's kind of the roof that I'm looking for on this side. But again, since we're doing modern, let's do glass as a fence along here. And it doesn't connect with these pillars here, which is cool because if I had a solid block, yeah, see, the glass would connect, but these, since they're pillars or the columns, they don't. All right, let's take a gander. That actually looks pretty good. I do have this little bumped out piece here because I was thinking of extending a porch. And let's do that. Well, those are elevators. I don't want elevators. I want to grab my concrete. More here. Yeah, that works. All right, so if I want to extend out this little porch area, let's break these glass panes. There, so now I've got this little porch. It centers nicely on this, so you come out and you look around and you say, oh, it's raining out there. Okay, let me get an umbrella. So that works. Okay, that side is done. Let's come into here, and I need some gray concrete. Nope, we're gonna go in one, and again we're gonna do the 3 tall. So when I was saying that things are not symmetrical, these bumped out pieces, to me that screams modern. Having the stuff. So that's kind of what I want, and I'm going to echo the structure from below. That works. Okie dokie. And then over here, 1, 2, 3. Let's come out. Here again, I want things to be similar but different. I want this to bump out some, but not a huge amount. I think this works right here. Stop it. Let's do that. Let's call that. And how does this work? Let's maybe yeah, that kind of works. We got the skinny pieces here. Okay, so I want this to be a porch that kind of sticks out. Something like this. Not that. Okay, so that gives us another porch to stick out. Now, here comes the question of roof. And, again, modern meaning that, you're doing things really weird. Now let's actually have it overhang. Yes. Here's kind of what I'm thinking. I want a roof here. See, it matches, but I want it to slope up. So I'm going to go with some full blocks here, and then I can do some more slabs. Oh, hey, that matched right there. And then let's do another full block. Do 3 of them. And then let's go like that, which means we need another tile piece there. And then going up, and I'm just going to extend the roof another 3. There we go. So the roof is going up along that side. Yep. And you may be asking, Grok, why are you building something weird like this? Well, I actually saw this as I was driving a couple weeks ago. It had this large central pillar piece that divided the house left and right, and it was in the center, but I'm doing it off to the side because modern. And it actually had the roof on both sides sloping up. And I said, that's kind of funky. All right, let me finish the roof here. And the roof is done. And I did a few other things here. Looking at this, I originally had the thicker piece, and I said, nope, it's not supporting anything. And I did go with stairs here to help hold those in place. Went ahead and put some glass in here and filled up this area because it was missing some bits there. So coming into here, let's punch through the wall. And I'm thinking something like this is probably pretty good. That's 2, that's 3. Let's go with 2 to give us a little bit more space. Do I have the stairs? I do. And lights. I like the lights like that. And if we do the same thing we did with the last one, hey, what happened to my... I'm missing those. Oh, why am I missing that? Deep slate, tile wall, that one. Right there. Let's do the same sort of thing here with that little... Yeah, I like that. I do. I kind of like how that looks. It's just a little bit of a difference. Works nicely. In here, you know, I definitely want to be able to get through here. Not sure about having that top going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do the same 3 here. Because when I come up, I want to be able to just march across. You know, let's just do 2 so it's similar to the other side. And I'm going to break this here. I'm thinking that might be able to put some storagey sort of things there. That's kind of ugly. Let's knock it down. And what happened to my stairs? Back stairs. Put those here. Let's put it on the outside, just so we got the same sort of light going on there. I think that works. But I do think I will... no, let's just go with the 2 there to kind of break up that space. Just so there's a little bit of a difference here. Okay, the floor's wrong, so let's get rid of this stuff here in the floor, just because ugly. Nobody likes it. Well, I don't like it, so, you know, it's my play base. I'm going to go without them, so. And let's go with this. With a few of those less misclick. Okay, so now this is much, much more open. I like that it's open to the weather there. It's open over there. We can go up and down very nicely in here. Okay, yeah, I think this definitely works as a base. Now we gotta build it on the server. And there we have it. Well, it's not the finished version, but at least it's built. There's still a lot of decorations and whatnot that needs to go on the inside there. Let's come wandering around to, excuse me, Frank. Yeah, I got it done. I did do a few little tweaks just because I do that on the fly. I went with this smooth quartz as opposed to the white concrete, because after making all this gray, I got bored with making white concrete, and I decided I've got the quartz, I'll use that. Why not? And I like the smooth because it's got a nice connected texture, and it's very white, but it's not pure white like the gray is. So, okay. Anyway, let's head on in. A few little tweaks and stuff. I was going to move all the machines over to this room. I think I'll probably not. I did set up my storage because I was sick and tired of dealing with lots of little chests. So the nice thing about this is I have access to all my stuff that I've input into the system, which is very nice. I do have... Here, I'm going to break this. So underneath there's got little pipes that these cables are linking to these docks. And once I got my villagers working below, I could get emeralds. I got lots of gold from the nether and diamonds from mining, so I could upgrade all of these up to the diamond level, which holds like 65k in each stack, which is just fine. So I took all of the various blocks that I have that are overworld blocks and dumped them in here. And then I did take some of these twigs from the twigs mod, and there's no use for them, so I named them sort twig in an anvil, a stack of them, and I'm using that because nothing can go there. It just keeps it hidden as far as that is concerned, or locked. Anyway, lots and lots of different blocks here. When I'm done with my quarry in the mining dimension again, I'll pump all the blocks into here just to do that. I also have, oh, this is set up because I was watching Torgal with what he was doing, and I have a high value. This is 55, 54, 53, all the way down, so that they feed into here first, and then down below, you can kind of see there's a second rank of double high diamond chests where I just put everything else in. And this one here has a rank of 10 going down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just so that, you know, these fill up first if they can, and then those down below. Nether blocks, I've got a bunch of stuff here. I still have a few more I need to move in. End blocks, haven't been to the end. Oh, I ran out of twigs, so I have sort sticks. Over here, I've got the good stuff, so various blocks and ores and ingots of various things. And it had a little overflow here, as well as mob drops, because I've got lots and lots of ender pearls from killing the enderman. And then wood bits, the various, you know, here's the standard 6, and then some others that I found that were really impressive looking. I almost used the white oak planks instead of this smooth quartz, but it just didn't look nearly as nice. So, you know, anyway, so that's what I've got there, and it's so nice having that in there. I still need to grab a lot more of my things from my building over there. And what happened to my hand? Oh. You really can't see me. All right, let's take off the invisibility ring. Hey, now I've got a hand and I can punch over there and you can see the hand. Anyway, so I did do some quality of life upgrades. Oh, let's show off the building here a little bit more. Let's go up. And up in here, I put all my tool stations and whatnot on there. Some more of the crafting stuff. When I said I made some changes, I decided to add a fireplace here. So we've got some campfires going here. The smoke rises. That's very nice. Over here, I decided to do my enchanting, and I love how the mod pack allows you to store the lapis there. The other thing that's really nice is when you put stuff in, you see we've got protection 3 here. You take it out, put it back in again. Now it's saturated. It recycles the spells that are here really fast. It's there's a mod in the pack that does that. I really like that a lot. That little sitting nook over here. I need to put some more spell books into that. In fact, for right now, can I just put these in there? Oh, I can. Perfect. Okay. It's just a way of storing books and whatnot. Put down some carpets and some signs. Put some, you know, things around just to make the place look a little. Dang those spiders, they're always putting cobwebs all over the place. Let's go out, and I found 2 dragons in the mining dimension where I've been digging. Come on, you're all asleep here. Here, let me jump on this guy. And if we take a look, I've got the saddle and the armor on him, and I can fly him if I really want. It's a little bit easier if I look like this. Let me take off my jetpack because that was one of the other quality of life things I added was getting a jetpack going. Let's select you. There. See, now I'm just spamming the space bar, and that we're getting us higher and higher up. Can we see? I'm looking at his tail. It's just rude. Anyway, there's the there's another way for me to get up here to look at my mob farm, but I don't have to. Yep. The golems are going around through there. I can also use this to... Wah! Come back! Okay. Good thing I've got my jetpack and the ability to not take fall damage, which is important. One thing to watch out for, if you have a cosmetic armor here and you put in the jetpack, it will crash your client. Ask me how I know. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing on the ending... No. Benchmark 2. I had to think about it for a second. The Benchmark 2 server, playing with the FTOG crowd, and you can too if you just join us on the server. We had somebody a little earlier today came and joined us, and it was loads of fun. And I like my little leprechaun hat. It looks really cool. I've got so many different things on my hands and belt and feet and whatnot, the little additional bits that come from the game, and it's loads of fun. And I'm done talking about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.